When we are finding the slope and y-intercept from ordered pairs, we are following the same system as our tables. The only thing is we have to create the table ourselves. So I'm going to set up a side for my x, a side for my y. So my first point, I'm going to go ahead and put in, I have 15 and negative 20. Then my second point, I'll put right underneath that. I have 0 and 10. Now that I have this table set up, I'm going to follow the same system I was doing with my other tables. I need to find my change on both sides. If I don't know, remember we can always do second number minus our first number. So if I can't figure out how do I get from 15 to 0, I could do 0 minus 15. That's going to give me negative 15. On my y side, I can do 10 minus negative 20. That's going to give me 30. My slope is always my change in y over my change in x. So my change in y is 30. That's because it's on my y side. So I have 30 on top. And then on my x side, I have negative 15. And I can just go ahead and type that into my calculator to simplify it. It's going to leave me with a negative 2. Now to find my y-intercept, we're also doing the same thing. I need to look down my x side until I find 0. Once I have 0, I go straight across. My y-intercept is 10. So for this equation, I would have y equals my slope, which is negative 2, x plus 10. For these next two examples, you could pause it and then come back and check to see if your work matches mine. I'm going to set up my table first. My first point is negative 2, 3. My second point is 0, negative 6. So how do I get from negative 2 to 0? I'm going to add 2. Remember, if I don't know, I can do 0 minus negative 2. That's going to give me a positive 2. How do I get from 3 to negative 6? I can do negative 6 minus 3. That's going to give me a negative 9. So my slope is my change in y, negative 9, over my change in x, which is 2. When I put that in the calculator, it's as simplified as it gets. The only thing is it'll probably bring your negative sign out to the front. That's just a little more proper that way, but you don't have to do that. For my y-intercept, I'm looking down the x until I find 0. I go straight across, so my y-intercept is negative 6. For this one, my equation would be y equals my slope, negative 9 over 2x, followed by my y-intercept is negative 6. Same with this last one. You could pause it, do it yourself, and then check to see what my answer is. I'm going to set up my table. I have 1 and negative 15. Then I have 0 and negative 16. So I need to find the change on both sides. How do I get from negative 15 to negative 16? I can do negative 16 minus negative 15. I can type that whole thing into my calculator. It's going to leave me with a negative 1. How do I get from 1 to 0? I would have 0 minus 1. That gives me negative 1. So now for my slope, I have negative 1 divided by negative 1. And when I type that into my calculator, it's just going to leave me with a positive 1. My y-intercept, I'm going to go down my x until I find 0, straight across. So my y-intercept is negative 16. When I put my equation together, I have y equals my slope followed by x minus 16. Now this 1 right here in front of my x is an imaginary one if I want it to be. So this is also the same as just y equals x minus 16.